Hi everyone, welcome into this week's my weekly CBS Fix. This week's Parsha is Parsha by Yisro. I was actually going to talk about one subject, but then I found out about something else. So I'm kind of also speaking off the cuff here. I'm also kind of venting over here. It's very important. But Hashem has this way of allowing the news to somehow align with the weekly Parsha, with the weekly Torah portion. And this week we have the Ten Commandments, and the sixth of the Ten Commandments is thou shalt not murder. Now, if you ever do any outreach with other students or with whomever, a great conversation starter is, and I've used this a lot, is do you need a God in your life to be a good person? Or do you need a Torah in your life to be a good person? And many people have actually told me, Rabbi, I don't need a God. I understand on my own that you're not allowed to murder. And I understand on my own that you're not allowed to steal. And I understand on my own that you have to honor my father and my mother. So why do I need God in my life? Now, this is a very elementary understanding, though, of the entire thing. And if we just fine-tune their thoughts for a little bit, they'll begin to realize that there's really no beginning or ending about how to understand what the actual correct thing is. For example, if you go back to 1940 and there's a Nazi that's telling you that you better kill somebody else or be killed, what is the right thing to do? Not what you think is the right thing to do. What is the right thing to do? Do you kill somebody or do you allow yourself to get killed? Now, you might say in that scenario, well, I still understand you're not allowed to murder, so, you know, it is what it is. I can't murder. Okay, I'm going to get myself be killed. But what happens if he says, kill somebody, or I will kill somebody else? So now what do? You're stuck. Or what if he says, kill one person, or I will kill 100 people in the room? So now your logic says, well, why should one person die and 100 versus 100 people? Certainly 100 people shouldn't die. So maybe logically, I should probably kill this person if you know that the outcome is certainly going to happen. If you don't do it, then you're going to get killed. So logic would say kill that one person. Well, what if that one person that he tells you to kill is a 119-year-old woman? She's 364 days old, and you know for sure she's going to die tomorrow. And if you don't kill her, he's going to kill 100 people. What do? You don't know what to do because you don't know what the right thing is. Logically, you might say kill. Or what about suicide? Are you allowed to commit suicide? So on the one hand, you could say yes. On the other hand, you could say no. You're not allowed to kill. I mean, certainly can't kill yourself. On the other, yeah, it's my own life. I'm allowed to. What about war? How do wars get started? Whoever takes that first shot, and why are they allowed to take that first shot? Just because somebody's coming to collect taxes from you? It's a great conversation starter with the founding fathers of this country, just a bunch of murderers. Maybe yes, maybe no. But it's a discussion. But there's only one right answer. There's not both two right answers. It can't both be right. It can't be yes, they were murderers, no, they weren't. Which one is it? And what about abortion? And that's what happened this week. This week, the city of New York, Bill de Blasio, is so happy. And the people of New York, the 38 to 24 count, all approving abortion through the third term, up until the actual due date, from what I understand. That means 5 seconds before the due date, if a woman chooses, she's allowed to terminate her baby. And they declare that they have to light up the Freedom Tower pink, and we have to celebrate this great day that women should be able to have their choice. Now, I'm pro-choice, but I'm pro-choice at the time of conception. You have a choice to have that baby or to not have that baby. You want to have that baby, have that baby. You don't have it. You can't kill the baby, because if we start thinking choices, so then what happens? You know what? There's somebody suffering in the nursing home, and they're not well, and they just want to die. They should also be pro-choice. They should be able to have the choice, but we should be able to just kill them. Or if there's somebody, the family, that's the person that's incapacitated, they can't think for themselves, and they're on life support, so the family should have the choice. They should to kill the person, not kill the person. And murder is just taking place left and right. And the Torah says, Lo tirtach, this is why you need a God. Because Hashem says, don't murder. Yeah, but Hashem says, don't murder. Even the results may not understand. Why should 100 people die? It doesn't make sense. Hashem says, I'm in charge. Let me run the table over here. Let me be in charge. You just have to know one thing. You're not allowed to murder. And we as an American people, we as Jewish people, we cannot applaud when this happens. We can understand why maybe some women feel they don't know what to do, but that's all got to be thought about 9 months in advance, not today. And so therefore, it's actually a sad day for us that this has happened. Not only us as a Jewish people, us as an American people, because for them to dress up murder in another way of pro-choice is a sadness for us, and we have to realize that. And I honestly, I'm not sure what we can do about it, but we have to do something about it. Hashem always makes things happen, and we should reflect on what's happening, why it's happening, and we have to certainly strengthen something. We have to strengthen maybe having more children in the permitted way. Maybe we have to strengthen, realize the value of human life. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm kind of venting. I'm not really prepared to vent. However, it happened this week's parasha. It's not by accident. Just think about it, and maybe together we can make a difference. Have a good Shabbos.